Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about something profound, something we all face, yet often find so difficult to discuss. The final chapter of life. I want to frame this not as an end, but as a frontier, a new territory to navigate. And like any great exploration, preparation is key. We're going to explore how building a routine can bring an incredible sense of peace, purpose, and closure when facing life's final frontier. This isn't about giving up, it's about living fully, right to the very end. When we think about routines, we often think of our busy daily lives, work, school, errands. But a routine in later life, especially when facing a terminal illness or the natural process of aging, serves a completely different and arguably more important purpose. It's about creating stability in a time of uncertainty. It's about finding joy in the small, predictable moments when the bigger picture feels overwhelming. Let's start with the morning. How we begin our day sets the tone for everything that follows. Imagine waking up not to a sense of dread, but to a simple, gentle ritual. This could be as easy as opening the curtains to let the sunlight in, taking 3 deep, mindful breaths and expressing gratitude for a new day. It's not about grand gestures. Maybe it's savoring a warm cup of tea or coffee, listening to a favorite piece of calming music, or spending a few moments watching the birds outside your window. This morning ritual becomes an anchor, a quiet promise to yourself that today you will find moments of peace. It reclaims the morning as your own, a gentle start before the world rushes in. As the day unfolds, think about structuring it with islands of activity. These are small, manageable tasks or hobbies that bring you joy and a sense of accomplishment. It could be tending to a houseplant, working on a puzzle, knitting a few rows on a scarf, or writing a few sentences in a journal. The key here is that these activities are not chores, they are choices. They provide a gentle rhythm to the day, breaking it up into meaningful segments. This structure helps combat the feeling of long, empty hours, and instead fills them with purpose, however small it may seem. It's about focusing on what you can do, not what you can't. One of the most powerful parts of a routine for peace is incorporating connection. We are social beings, and connection is a fundamental human need. Schedule regular times for connection, but be realistic. It doesn't have to be a big family gathering every day. It could be a scheduled phone call with a friend at 11 a.m., a daily video chat with your grandchildren in the afternoon, or even a standing tea time with a neighbor or caregiver. Having these social interactions built into your routine gives you something to look forward to. It fights isolation and reminds you that you are loved and valued. These connections are the threads that weave our life's tapestry, and they become even more precious in this final chapter. Now, let's talk about something incredibly important: legacy. Building a routine around legacy work can be profoundly healing and fulfilling. This isn't about building monuments. It's about sharing your story, your wisdom, and your love. You could dedicate a specific time each day, maybe an hour after lunch, to this work. What does it look like? It could be writing letters to your loved ones to be opened in the future. It could be recording your life story, sharing memories and lessons learned into a simple audio recorder. You could organize old photographs, writing down the stories behind them. This process is not for others. It's for you. It's a way to reflect on your life, to make sense of your journey, and to create a lasting gift of yourself for those you leave behind. It transforms anxiety about the future into a meaningful, creative act of love. As evening approaches, the routine should shift towards winding down and promoting rest. The end of the day can often bring a wave of anxiety or sadness. A calming evening ritual can be a powerful antidote. This could involve dimming the lights, listening to a guided meditation, or enjoying a chapter of an audiobook. Perhaps it's a gentle hand massage with scented lotion, or simply sitting in comfortable silence. This ritual signals to your body and mind that it's time to let go of the day's worries and prepare for rest. It creates a sanctuary of calm, a safe harbor at the end of the day, allowing for more peaceful sleep and a gentler transition into the night. It's also vital to build flexibility into your routine. There will be good days and bad days. On days when you have more energy, you might add a short walk or a more involved project. On days when you're feeling unwell or fatigued, the routine might be as simple as watching a favorite movie or listening to music from your bed. The routine is a tool, not a prison. Its purpose is to serve you, to provide a framework for your day that you can adapt as needed. The goal is not to be perfectly productive, but to be peacefully present. Facing the final frontier is a journey that every single one of us will take. By intentionally building a routine, one that nurtures our body, engages our mind, and soothes our spirit, we can navigate it with grace and dignity. It's about finding order in the chaos, purpose in the uncertainty, and peace in the process. It's a final, beautiful act of self-care and love. It's about making every day, every moment count. If you or someone you know is struggling with the emotional weight of this journey, please remember that help is available. Organizations like hospices, palliative care teams, and grief counselors offer incredible support. Reaching out is a sign of strength. You don't have to walk this path alone. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. If this conversation resonated with you, please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel for more discussions on living a meaningful life. Share your own thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Your wisdom might be exactly what someone else needs to hear. Until next time, take gentle care of yourselves.